Live from downtown Vancouver at the Vancouver Film School campus, it's time for EP Live. Hey, welcome to EPN. My name is Victor Lucas, and we bring you the latest in everything cool every single day, and it is time for another episode of EP Live. I know they've been coming at you fast and furious over the last few days. It's just been the way that things have worked out. Awesome people have been coming to Vancouver, and we've got somebody else that's awesome on the show today, and I can't wait to tell you all about her and to get into our conversation. Her name is Trisha Gray, and boy, has she got a story to tell. She's worked in tons of video game companies and on lots and lots of video games. She even worked on a video game TV show back in the day. But first, before we get into our conversation with Trisha Gray, is the glass contest over, Blake? Glass contest is over. But stay tuned. We'll have other contests, and you can go to facebook.com/electricplayground and like that sucker, and then stay tuned for other contests that we'll have, okay? We've got to get going with your rundown, and this one is dedicated to Graham Coombe, who says, Vic, that was the best interview I've watched in a long time. Sam is such a fascinating person to listen to, and you are a great interviewer. Thank you, Graham. That is a very sweet thing to say. I had an incredible time with Sam yesterday, and if you haven't watched that interview, please do. We had lots to talk about with lots of things. But let's get started with your rundown. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate already has more than 100 stages, and soon you'll be able to add more of your own. It looks like a stage builder mode is coming to the crossover brawler. No official announcements have been made, but a new commercial for the game released by Nintendo features a brief glimpse of the unannounced stage builder mode, which has been rumored to be on the way for months. In the previous two games, Stage Builder lets players create their own stages using pre-made assets, sort of like a watered-down version of Super Mario Maker. That game, incidentally, is getting a sequel this year, so don't be surprised if stage mode hits Smash in the near future. This is awesome. I think that this is, always a very fun thing for Nintendo to do, is put the creativity back in the hands of players and let them sort of express themselves and then share that content with other players out there and get a taste of game development and game design, at a sort of this most simplistic kind of stage, but then that gives people a little taste. It's like, creating levels in first-person shooters back in the 90s. A lot of people entered the video game industry just by getting that little taste, and then sharing it and having friends say, that's awesome. And I know that Super Mario Maker is probably leading to lots and lots of game makers out there right now. Now, everyone's favorite Avenger has set his sights on the small screen. A new TV series based on the sharpshooting Hawkeye is on the way. Variety reports that Disney and Marvel are developing the show as a limited-run series for their new Disney Plus streaming service, with Renner in talks to reprise the role. It sounds like he won't be the only Hawkeye, though. Variety also claims that the show will see Renner pass the torch to a new and younger character, Kate Bishop, who in the comics took the Hawkeye mantle in 2005. Along with Hawkeye, other characters like Loki and Scarlet Witch are also getting their own Disney Plus shows. The service launches this fall, and this is a fantastic idea. I like the fact that Jeremy Renner isn't feeling like he's too successful for television or to try this kind of streaming avenue. I think this serialized adaptation of Hawkeye is a fantastic concept, and I loved the way that Hawkeye passed the torch to Kate Bishop in the Matt Fraction comics. Those are amazing. If you ever get a chance to read those, I guarantee you will be very entertained, and that's great fodder for a series, so my thumbs are way up. I'm super excited about this. And, even in the movies, Hawkeye's always questioning how he can kind of stand toe-to-toe with all of these gods, these literal gods, with all of these incredible powers, and he's got a bow and arrow. But still, he holds his own. Looking forward to seeing what Hawkeye and Renner are up to in Avengers Endgame. It's the movie that we do not talk about because we just want to see it. But I'm psyched, and I'm super psyched now that they're making a Hawkeye TV show. That just makes perfect sense. And I want Daredevil to come back, and I'm totally cool with Charlie Cox coming back, so please make that happen. I know that they won't do that. They will recast everybody. Hell has frozen over because PlayStation Network users can finally change their username. Sony has begun rolling out the long requested feature, allowing users to change their on-screen name for the first time since the PSN launch back in 2006. 13 years ago, oh my. Sony says that they've been working on this for years, but they've been working on it for years. They can ship consoles, but they can't allow people to change their username. Incredible. Incredible. Sony says they've been working on this for years, but warned that there will still be a few unexpected glitches. Amazing that this is going to take down the Sony Online function radio. This is amazing. Now, many users have also reported that the feature isn't available yet in their region. Hopefully, Sony gets all the issues worked out soon. I honestly, I can't believe that this is such a difficult thing. What an undertaking that Sony's incredibly intelligent engineers have been able to work on. It's amazing. But congratulations to all of you that named yourself, Pixie Dink 72 or something like that, and you want to change it. Now you can. You don't have to be Pixie Dink anymore. All right? It's a great day. Hooray! After a problematic first year, Rare is hoping the coast is clear for their pirate game, Sea of Thieves. They've announced that the first-year anniversary update will set sail on April 30th. It's billed as the biggest batch of new content yet for the game and includes a new quest line called Tall Tales: Shores of Gold, along with the new PvP arena mode. That will allow 5 teams to compete against each other to find treasure chests hidden throughout an area with plenty of new loot to earn. Rare admits that the launch of Sea of Thieves could have been better, you think? But they've been trying to win back players with new content ever since, and that is the right move. Clearly this move for the video game industry and all of these really big companies and corporations with their massive teams to try to create these games as service properties out there to keep people, in their ecosystem and looped into their games playing forever is hard. It's tricky, and it takes a couple of kicks at it to get it right, or it takes a real commitment like No Man's Sky and now Rare, I think, with Sea of Thieves. I haven't gone back to it since I reviewed it, mostly because in the reviewing game, the sea of new games is filled, and it keeps coming. Like, new games keep coming in. I just got my code for Days Gone, by the way. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. But it just feels like we've got lots and lots of things to keep ourselves occupied with, but I get the obsession and the fascination and the desire to stay with the game. My addiction right now is The Division 2, and I think that has been, for me, the most successful of these games as service kind of enterprises, and I get it. And I am curious, and I do want to go back to Sea of Thieves. Maybe this year anniversary thing is the catalyst. Maybe I will go back just for this. I'd like to hear from you guys, though. If you're still playing Sea of Thieves, tell me why. Tell me what you like about it, and tell me if you've been appreciative of what Rare has been putting into the game over the last year. And I do hope that it's successful, and I do hope that people are having a tremendous amount of fun with it.